Do you know the correct way to go about sharpening the blades in your garbage disposal? Okay, that was a trick question. The correct answer is you don't, because there are no moving blades in your garbage disposal. In this episode of Now You Know, we'll be discussing how your garbage disposal works, several misconceptions about your garbage disposal, and some things you might want to avoid putting through your garbage disposal. Plus some tips on maintaining and troubleshooting your garbage disposal that may save you from needing to call a plumber. Although there are no moving blades in the garbage disposal, it's still a dangerous tool that can and will cause serious injury if not handled properly. Never stick any body part or tool into the disposal while it's on. Always be sure to turn the power off and unplug the disposal as an extra precaution. Most people think a garbage disposal is like a blender with sharp blades spinning around at the bottom, chopping up waste into tiny bits, but that's not the case. Let's take a look at the inside of the disposal to see how it really works. The grind chamber is split into two segments, the upper chamber and the lower chamber. The upper chamber collects the food before it gets shredded. The lower chamber is where the motor is located in the bottom and then the connection to the drain pipe. This is the shredder ring. It sits between the upper and lower chambers in the center of the disposal unit. The shredder ring is covered in tiny, sharp grooves that help grind up and break down food as the flywheel spins around. The flywheel is a rotating metal turntable attached to the motor. It catches the food and prevents it from entering the lower chamber until it's small enough to pass through the small holes in the shredder ring. Connected to the flywheel are paddles. These paddles spin, whipping the food bits against the shredder ring repeatedly, pulverizing the food until it's small enough to fit through the holes to be flushed out, similar to a cheese grater. It's very important to use water to help carry the waste away. You should never put any kind of paint down your drain. Do you happen to know someone who puts coffee grounds down the disposal because it takes care of the smell? Coffee grounds going through your disposal can turn into a dense, thick paste that sticks to everything. Pasta is another one that we need to be careful with. We all know that when you add water to pasta, it expands. We're not talking about a few bits and pieces that you're scraping off a plate. I'm talking about getting rid of that leftover casserole that sat in the refrigerator for over a week that nobody ate, and then throwing that all down the garbage disposal. You really shouldn't put eggshells in your garbage disposal either. Eggshells have a thin membrane that can get loose, lodge in the drain, or around the paddles. Speaking of things getting stuck, onions, celery, corn husks, basically anything that has a stringy component to it can cause a surprising amount of trouble for your garbage disposal and your drainage system. Garbage disposals are often considered the workhorse of the modern kitchen, but even this appliance can get choked up on certain items. Have you ever turned on your disposal and just heard a humming noise? That's probably because it's jammed up and unable to spin. Here's a quick fix that you can try before you call your plumber. With your garbage disposal turned off, use the Allen wrench to manually turn the disposal. This may help free things up. And please never ever stick any body part or tool into the disposal while it's on. If trouble continues, please call Cardinal Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, the right choice for your home repairs. And now you know.